Hello again, everyone. My name is Master Sergeant Talbert Nepshield, 48th Intelligence Squadron's First Sergeant, and I am going to talk to you about mindfulness. This is one of the subcategories under Module 3, and Module three's overarching is focus and attention. So, how does mindfulness help you? Mindfulness helps you by staying present and engaged, improves focus and the ability to concentrate on what is important, take action during stressful times, improve sleep and physical health. Again, these are deeply rooted psychological practices. Some of you might do this on a regular basis. Some might use apps to help you with this. But again, this is a psychologically founded practice of being mindful. What is mindfulness? I like to think of it as a mind full of mess on most occasions, where we are so busy with so many different things that we're taking intentional time to clear our mind and refocus and re-engage with what's really important, and that's our overall well-being. So what does it do? It helps us pay attention, be present, and is a deliberate and on purpose practice. It's accepting the reality of the situation, understanding what you can control, and taking purposeful action on things you can control. Helps you train your mind to control where your attention goes rather than letting your mind control you. I'm sure we've all been kind of caught up on something and spent a lot of wasted energy thinking about something that we had zero control about. And you'll see that throughout your entire career, whether it's in the military or civilian life, that you are constantly thinking, or not, I shouldn't say constantly, sometimes thinking about things that you really have no control over. All you need to do is find out how you're going to execute on whatever plan you come up with to best handle that situation. This is a great practice to reset your mind and get yourself focused on what you can control. So 3 skills or techniques to use: informal, formal, and mindfulness in the moment. So informal practices, ensuring focus on one thing, staying present with full attention. So if that's a mediation session or a counseling session between you and your supervisor, you probably want to put down the phone. You probably want to have the monitors off on the computers. You want to be present in that moment and have your full attention on that supervisor or that person delivering the message. Formal mindfulness is most similar to meditation, regular practice to strengthen well-being. This is the very deliberate time taken out of your day to practice on your own. It can be used based off an app that assists you, or you might go to a certain place for 10-15 minutes and sit out in a park just to clear your mind, put yourself in a peaceful place, and really go through your thoughts and emotions without trying to judge them, and just be present in what's going on inside, in between the ears, as I like to say. Mindfulness in the moment, a strategy to help you during stressful times. Back a few years ago, I was working a really stressful situation, and what I would usually do is, if I was really stressed out with situations that were going on, we worked kind of in a closet. So I had a door to this closet where about 8 people worked. It's not like a small closet. It was a fairly large closet, but we called it the closet. I'd go outside, take a short little walk, and then I'd come back and I'd actually make sure everybody was inside before I had to deliver bad news. And I would put my foot against the door, knowing that they were all inside. Not trapping them in, but just that's what helped me. And I would take a few seconds to breathe deep and get my thoughts together before I went in there and delivered whatever message I had to about the stressful situations that were going on for that day. So some strategies: informal mindfulness, stay present. Don't dwell on the past. Don't worry about the future. You're just right there in the center, in between those, and you're staying present in the moment of what's going on. You're not thinking about anything. You're trying not to think about anything. You're just really absorbing what currently is going on you in that current situation of stress. Informal mindfulness throughout your day. Be aware of how often you're focused on technology, multiple tasks, or are distracted from the present. It's very easy as you go and we put more and more things on your plate to try to prioritize, to prioritize on a cell phone, to prioritize on your computer, and then throughout the entire day you're getting so much information that you're just distracted from everything that you're doing, to the point where you really don't get anything done because you're always thinking about this, that, and the other, and you're multitask saturated. So this is just throughout the day you're aware of everything and you're taking some time to deliberately plan out your day or just be mindful of how much stuff you have going on. Practice informal mindfulness. Take time to be purposeful and pay attention to one thing in the present with your full attention. So again, just sitting down for 30, 40 seconds, you're going to focus, maybe chart out a course, but you're just 100% focused on one particular thing, and you take all of your energy and you focus on that, and then you task complete. Find a formal mindfulness practice to strengthen attention and focus. For those that use them already, continue to use them. You'll need them more and more. For those that don't, these are formal practices that help you train your mind rather than letting your mind control you. So again, when we talk about things that we can't control or have zero understanding of the reasons why, but we're asked to do something, so we're doing it, and then we're upset about it as we go, this is to get over that. So you could do breathing techniques, progressive muscle relaxation, which is awesome. If you do that before you go to bed, you get a much better night's sleep. Visualization scripts, those are most easily found on Google. Just type in visualization scripts. Prayer and other spiritual practices, yoga, exercise, and walking mindfully. So if you take a nice walk, especially if you're stationed here at Beale Air Force Base, on the nature trails and things around in the area, and you just take in the scenery and you're present in that moment, it's very relaxing. Formal mindfulness practice, we're talking about turning off the autopilot. So you have the on page 14 of your activity guide, turn off autopilot and focus, mindful grounding. So what we're going to do is you can just listen and try this practice without using your packet. So you close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Observe what your body does and how it feels. Focus on things around you. What are 3 things you can hear around you? You don't need to have your eyes open. Maybe you hear an AC fan or a fan in your dorm room or somebody mowing the grass outside. But think about 3 things you can hear. What are 3 things you can feel in contact with your body? Relax the legs, relax the shoulders, maybe roll out your neck. Plant your feet a little bit more into the ground. Then take deep breaths and anchor your feet to the floor. Some of you will just relax them and they'll feel like they're dead weight and they're stuck to the floor. Some of you will push your feet into the floor. Take deep breaths as you feel your body anchoring to the ground. Continue to breathe and fully focus on relaxing all of your muscles, starting at the top of your head, going through your eyebrows, your neck, your back, all through your legs, till you end at the tip of your toes. If at any time you lost focus, just bring yourself back to the present. Okay, how do you feel after the exercise? So on that blank piece of paper that you should feel, or should have, write down how do you feel after this exercise. What was difficult for you about this exercise? So I didn't prep you. So if you're in a busy area, you might not have access to a quiet area. You might be distracted by other people walking around or something like that. But write down what was difficult about the exercise. Another practice, mindfulness in the moment. Use mindfulness in the mindfulness in the moment when your thoughts and emotions are getting in the way of your performance, keeping you from taking purposeful action, or you are avoiding dealing with a difficult situation. Avoidance is a very interesting practice and how much it takes up a part of your energy rather than just dealing with some situations and how much easier that is. In both cases, mindfulness can help you determine what you can control and take purposeful action. Mindfulness in the moment. Pause. Count 3 deep breaths. Observe your thoughts and feelings. Don't judge them. Just observe and name them. When you feel more grounded, move to ask, what's important right now? Take purposeful action. So you're going to do that exercise. Mindfulness in the moment is on page 15. And go ahead and take a few moments, pause the video, and fill out page 15 of your student packet. What was helpful about this exercise? Answer that on the blank piece of paper. What was difficult about this exercise? When would you use mindfulness in the moment? In your career? In your personal life? Answer those questions on that blank piece of paper. All right, mindfulness, the review, the goal, regular mindfulness practice strengthens engagement, openness, and focus. During times of stress and adversity, mindfulness allows you to refocus on aspects where you have control and take purposeful action. Mindfulness helps you stay focused and present and improves overall health and well-being. Using mindfulness informally to be focused on one thing or be present in the moment. Use a formal mindfulness practice to train your mind to control where your attention goes. Mindful walking or breathing. Mindfulness in the moment. When you feel overwhelmed with emotions, pause for a second. Observe your thoughts and feelings without judging them. Kind of like balance your thinking. Recognize what is important to you, maybe values, and take action so they don't interfere with your goals. And that is it for the mindfulness exercise.